Welcome to Moonlight Truth Studios. This is still a general message, okay? But the energy that I'm coming into right now and what we're going into is someone's cleaning house. You're either for cleaning house in regards to your physical house. This could be decluttering. Um, this can be getting certain people out of your house, out of your energetics field, or you know what I'm saying? This can be your house, this can be your body, in no longer subjecting yourself to just eating filth or just eating all of the things that you know are wrong for you. And if you're eating some of the things that are wrong for you, you're trying to implement or find ways to implement higher vibrational foods into your diet, whether vitamin supplements, or minerals, whether this is making sure you have your electrolytes, or eating and drinking teas, or eating more live foods and vegetables. It This can come in so many ways. But then there's some of you that are coming into the energy of cleaning up an old way of thinking, a old attitude, ushering in, preparing to usher in a new. Okay, and the time frame that I have is from now till July of 2026, and when this process is actually going to be going through its phases and stages to come to the final, some type of finalization somewhere in your life. So I have my What's the Tea Oracle deck to see what's beneath the surface of this. What can actually possibly your soul can be saying to you that you need to go ahead and really get focused on this. Or this can also be an area that you're already in the process of processing and cleaning up, and getting things out so that you can create space for the new things that are to usher in. And July within the season is also a time where cucumbers and tomatoes and certain things are ready to be harvested. Your lettuces, your beets probably June, June, July, depending. Yeah, your carrots and things of that nature. So I ramble here. I come with my faults, my flaws. I said that already, and all my interruptions and my irritations too. Ain't shit. Okay. Supreme creative source, ancient of the ancient ancestors, in the higher realms of our greatest good. What is it that we need to see within this cleaning? This is a cleaning, a physical cleaning, an attitude cleaning, a new mindset, a new perspective, a new view, a new way in understanding how to organize, or what needs to be reorganized within one's structures, within the individual house of self. Let's get some mugwort. Some more mugwort. The first set is for me. When you come here, this is not a microwave effect. Okay? There's no judgment. There's no bias here in the house with Mama So. Bring your food, your snack, your beverage, your cigarette, your joint, your coffee, your tea, whatever, your notebook, your pen. I don't know, because I don't know what's going to channel through me and what information I may pick up in this message. So if you're here for a microwave effect, this is also not the place for you, because there's jewels, there's nuggets that come along the way as the cards unfold on the table. Let's see. Let's see whose shit is getting cleaned up. What's the specifics within this cleanup that your soul is trying to bring to your awareness? You're already been fumbling over the thought. An offer. An offer. That's the energy of that cleaning. This is genuine intentions, a door opening. That's what's coming. It says, are you ready to receive? But I feel like there's something here. Something I'm not missing, but the offering, because it's the slow down, Chrissy. Because it's something you're getting rid of that's preparing you for this offer, this new home, this new attitude, this new perspective, this new feeling in your physical body, this new feeling in your emotional body, this new feeling within your mental body. Maybe it's not going to come out here. Do I want to try one more? This really feels like the energy that's coming into you. Oh, oh, okay. Running away from home, impersonator is at the bottom. And we have running. So maybe some of you have been running from your own ways, your own thoughts and how you process your thoughts. And maybe now some of you are really ready to face it so that you can be free of it. The release of the burden, to accept what is new for you, to accept this new offering. And it's like some of you at this time, that it's time for you to stop running. Stop running from needing to declutter. Stop running from moving and packing. Stop running, no longer running behind a relationship or a particular contract or a person. It doesn't matter. It's like enough is enough. It's like coming to the decision and the choice that I'm tired of this. Supreme, how do you want me to bring this energy? Within this physical body of yours and this offering coming in, whether it's the mental, physical body that you house, I feel like with the offering coming up, I feel like there's something within your body that we really need to look into. So I'm going to use my herbology deck um, to see what the body may want you or need you, your soul may need you to be aware of within the body. Yeah. But then I feel a hoodoo too. What do we need to see of the body? White sage. There's certain protections, certain protective boundaries that you need to do. Smudging, cleansing and clearing, vanishing and releasing old stagnant energy, revitalizing the mind and the body and the soul as a whole to deal with any offset or onset depression or anxiety that you may be feeling at certain times. This anxiety or this depression may happen because there's something inside of your soul that's trying to send those signals to let you know, okay, within the recalibration of your intentions or the recalibrations in how you're approaching the different avenues or the different doors within your life, or showing you or trying to show you how it is that you're running from the responsibility of yourself, the individual. And through this, some of you may, through this fight flight energy of running, can create cold spells or maybe even create intestinal issues for you as well, especially with this 5 of air and white sage. I'll show it again. The fool, the journey, the dandelion, the liver. The liver, that's the area of anxiety as well within the solar plexus. The liver can create the cold sweats or excessive sweating for some of you because it's trying to detoxify, it's trying to banish and get rid of toxins, toxicity, negativity, unrelated and unnecessary stress, I hear. Simple something. Ooh, sharp twinge. Sharp twinge. Does someone have Libra in the fourth house or Cancer in the seventh house? I don't know. because the area where I felt the twinge is in the region of Libra within medical astrology. And the time frame of July would be Cancer, correct? So let's get a body part. There's a specific body part that wants to come and communicate, that wants to speak up. What do we need to see? It's a lot of physical body material things that this energy is cleaning up, needing to clean up. We have the mouth. And I hear the mouth say, watch what you say. That's also the offering within the intentions. It says genuine intentions. You know how you communicate, the mouth, the appetite, what you're consuming into your gateway, right? How are you nourishing yourself? The food that you ingest that's causing some of the depletion. Or some of you may be also, I hear, some of you may be eating, consuming certain foods that are not good for you because that's your way in coping or your running mechanism. I heard stuffing your face. And the nervous system, I felt that because the tinge was like the nervous system, like the nerves, sensitive, very inflamed, very painful, reacting and not responding because of the stress alerts that's being triggered inside of your body, the anxiety, the depression. Those things need to be cleared in order to assist you to get to the doors that is for you, to get to the newness that is for you. So I really feel like it's time for you to take advantage of this cleaning process, this purification, this banishing old energy, uplifting yourself within spirit, reducing your stress, allowing stress also through the things that you consume, the things that you allow other people to communicate to you, or other things that you communicate to other people, and giving too much, and dancing, going around the mulberry bush, that running energy, instead of just going straight to the point, just dancing around the individuals or individuals dancing around you. What's within the heart? The unspoken word and the undercurrent. Unspoken word and the undercurrent. Mm. Aunt Caroline. Ooh. And then the big queen. I need you to see the face of Aunt Caroline a little bit. Can we get her face? The Wheel of Fortune. This is this feels like a haunting past, but the unseen within the undercurrent, it's like you don't see the cycle, you don't acknowledge the cycle. You're just taking the picture, you're just showing up, but you're not observing and analyzing the body language. You're not analyzing and looking at the photo, revisiting the photo. What else do we have? What in the world? Miss Ida. Two major arcana. The High Priestess. This is saying that there's a subconscious block. There's a mental block here. That's the running, that's creating the running. So this is going to be coming to clear up these cycles. Allow yourself to go through the process. And I'm also getting with Miss Ida within the priestess energy is that it's because it's falling right underneath the sage. Doing your thing to clear energy, to banish and get rid of certain energy. Some of you may need to burn some things, donate some things, get rid of some things to create within the physical home, space, sacred, to create sacred space. It's because it's like with the offering, it's like because the home is so cluttered and have so much old trauma, trinkets and things that we cherish and we don't want to let go of, because they belong to our loved ones. But there's energy trauma and things, mental, emotional energy that is attached to those things. There's imposter syndromes. There's so many different influences of conditions and other people's words, and, that has been consumed within that one particular object. So it's like you got to clear that out in order to get ready to receive, because there's a door here for you to go through. And there's an opportunity within these next 3 months to really get things in order and to really start doing the clean sweep that you really need to do to, go ahead and allow the dust to settle. Yeah, because that running is also like that Tasmanian devil, just constantly leaving a dust trail. And that dust trail is the micro particles of the residues of this Aunt Caroline, this karmic wheel. That's what's needing to be looked at, looking at the picture, the snapshot, to process it, to analyze the gestures within it, to allow it to open up certain things within your memory. Okay, there's resistance here. So I'm going to assume that that's done because there's resistance, self resistance, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Coins, resistance of self, running from the self, hiding from the self, not wanting your spiritual gifts, your innate abilities to actually come to the fullness, or to come onto, the fullness, full activation. This is like sitting in the back, in the shadows. And your soul is really needing you to know that no, it's not going to work like that. You got to clear space. Your feet are going to be forced to stop running, to where you're going to have no other choice but to sit down and face it within that hangman and hermit energy of surrender and patience, endurance. What else, Supreme? How else do you desire? Let's get it feels like a superpower. Yeah, that Libra energy. Some of you may have sciatic issues as well, because the scales within justice, it's not equivalent. It's not fair exchange. It's not pure and clean intentions. There's some areas within motivations, mental motivation, emotional motivation, maybe even physical needs. So you put on these masks that gives you different characteristics within your attitudes and how you approach people, or how you allow others to approach you, through not having the discernment to identify when someone is bringing the mass to you, the attitude to be able to get what it is that they want. So there's something off within your scale of justice. And it feels, the more I tune into my body and the energy here with this five of air, that air would be the masculine principle. It would be the right side of you, the aching part that's showing you the area within the injustice. The injustice is the mind, okay? Maybe what the mind is communicating to the self, how those words are not nurturing words, but they're demoralizing words. And this is part in which that needs to be released and banished, removed, cleansed, looked at. The dust particles need to come to settle. Your feet have to become still. Okay? Stop sweeping the broom. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Be still for a moment. Because if not, there's going to be a forced shutdown by the divine source, God, that you're not going to really enjoy. And I hear for someone here, someone is going to, or you're already in this experience of a broken ankle or some type of bone extremity that is broken because you didn't take heed, and now you're in the mist, or you're going to be coming into this. Okay? And I'm not speaking this to speak anything into nobody's life. I'm just reading and speaking the energy as I'm channeling the energy here for you, if, especially if you're still here at this time. Concluding. No? Yeah. I don't know if this is an aligned action or a superpower. My team says you'll know when you see it. Supreme, creative source, ancient of the ancient ancestors of higher realms from the greatest school. It's in reverse. The heart, the home, heart, home, compassion. It's in reverse. This is an aligned action because the action for you is to have compassion again. Compassion that brings you into devotion, and having compassion and allowing the heart to open. That could be the door as well, the open to receive the blessings, to receive the upliftment. This is also the compassion in taking things more serious. The aligned action is to take things more serious, to acknowledge the things within your body, to acknowledge the things that you're consuming, to acknowledge the gossip. Five of air or swords is also gossip. Compassion for yourself, to treat and deal with the things of your anxieties, the things within your stress, the things within your depression, the things that you've been banishing or abandoning. This is also compassion for your energy, your space, to cleanse your energetic biofield, to cleanse and banish the negativity through the treatment that you have done to your body, through the banishing the negativity and changing the narrative that you communicate within your mind. It comes many ways here. So the aligned action is to get your heart in order, clear out your mind so that your heart can come and stand upright, so that your heart can feel safe and feel as though that it is home, so that it can come to receive the offering that is for you. You have 3 months to clean it up and get it together. And if you're still here, once again, I am Mama So. Thank you for sharing your space with me. It is always a pleasure for me to be here and to be of service. And check out a video somewhere else in the playlist of Aries, which we're going to be coming out of soon. And I also have some things that I'm working on in the background as well. And until next time, good night.